Hello everybody! Welcome to Agashi Review, where I review movies, dramas that you don't want to waste your time watching. I'll give you a synopsis, shorts review along with my thoughts and opinions, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe and leave a comment below. Now let's go into the review. Hello everybody, Agashi here today. So today I'm doing a Chinese drama review and the drama is called Fall in Love. It has a total of 18 episodes and already finished airing, and I was able to watch the first 10 episodes and spoil the ending for me. So I'm going to be giving you guys a review on it. I stumbled upon this because of Kevin Chow. I've seen him, if you guys been following me, I watched him in Be My Cat or Be My General Cat Pet Journal, something like that, and I actually really liked him in that one, and it was really short, cute drama. So I wanted to see how this one's turned out because I've only seen him in like those time period where he dresses up different like that. I haven't seen him in modern, so I checked this one out, and the beginning really caught my attention, but obviously it was a rush ending in my opinion. So I'm gonna go over the cast synopsis and the first 10 episodes with you guys today. So as for our cast, we have Kevin Chow, or that's his English name, or Xiao Kaitong as Fu Qi or Lin, and then Chua Zhuyi as Jian Qixia, Peng Gaoqing as Xing, and Shen Yang as Jian Bufan, and Huang Yunyun as He Baier, and there's tons of people like her uncle, his dad, his uncle, co-workers and stuff like that. So these are the main people we focus on. So as for the synopsis, Fu Jiye, the young and promising heir to Fu Anjun Group, has developed an alternative personality because of his childhood kidnapping experience. He is handsome but has a different personality, and people are confused about that. He has an alter ego named Lin, who is completely opposite of him. Lin has a total different opposite personality, and he loves music, he loves playing the violin, and he also fell in love with Jin Jinxiang and wants to take full control of Fu Jiye's body. After meeting her, Fu Jiyan gained conscious again and wakes up and realized that, oh, he did not know what Lin did to him. So he took over the body and wanted to get rid of Lin, and he left her. A year later, they meet again, and he ends up falling in love with him. Instead of having Lin take over the body, it is now him himself, Fu Jiyan, and his body falling in love with Jin Xixia. So, recap on the first 10 episodes. The drama starts us off with Jin Xixia going on her way to shopping to buy her luxury limited edition bags, and she gets stopped by her cousin Jian Bufan. Her uncle and her cousin wants her to greet their VIP guest who's coming to stay at their hotel, and he's staying at the Grand Presidential Suite. She doesn't want to do with any of that, even though she's like the CEO of it, and she wants to go shopping. On her way out into the parking garage, she ends up seeing a car drive by and recognizes the guy. She rushes back in, learns that he's staying in the presidential suite. She gets the master key and go to the room to see him. Who is this VIP guest? Ends up being Fu Jiyan, and he does not remember who she is at all. But he's there to stay in the presidential suite. They thought he was a VIP guest, but he's actually there to sue them for copyrights on furniture and like stuff like that. And so there's a fine, and if she doesn't pay that fine, they will take her hotel and sue her. So with that, we flash back to a year ago where she actually meets him at the movie theater, where she booked the whole place to herself, and she doesn't understand why she booked the whole place already. Why did they let a guy in to stay someone in there? She learns that he is the producer of the soundtrack for the movie. In this movie, she loves it so much, she gets interested, and this is where it all starts. During this time, his name is Lin, and he's a music composer who loves the violin. They spend a week together, fall in love, madly in love with each other, sleeps together. The next day, she wakes up and finds he puts a stack of money beside the bed for her, and he left. She has not been able to locate him since then, and he's been a mystery to her, and she even tried to track him down and learn that there is no one named Lin with that face anywhere. She's bummed and hurt. Now it's been a year. We come back to present time. It's a year already, and she cannot get over him, but she doesn't believe that he doesn't remember her. They start to get intertwined with each other immediately from the start, and he doesn't understand why is it that in him, he wants to save her, wants her there for everything, you know. And certain things he does with her is very similar. And we learn in episode 3 that he has a identity disorder, and he had a kidnapping case happen to him as a young age, and it caused him to have this disorder, and he developed Lin, who is alter ego. During this time, Lin meets during the time that Xijie met Fujin is actually Lin. And during that time, that was a year ago, Lin and Fujin agreed that they will take turn sharing the days. So if Fujin had today, he did whatever he had to, he goes to sleep. The next day, Lin wakes up, Lin does what he wants to, goes to sleep, and repeats, you know, they take turn. And so when Lin ended up meeting Xijie, he fell in love, and he chose to not sleep for 5 days straight until he slept with Xijie, and it put him to sleep. And he was so tired because he was awake for 5 days. Fujin woke up, and he was just like, what did he do to me? For 5 days I've been stuck in there, and I haven't woken up. What the hell did he do? Who is this woman besides me? What the hell is going on, you know? So he goes and meet his doctor, and he tells his doctor, get rid of Lin. I do not want him being a part of my life. His doctor said it would take you 3 months for me to get you this treatment to get rid of him. So he went missing for 3 months, and he got this treatment, and it got rid of Lin for good, until he met Xijie again and woke up Lin. So Lin started to take over his body again. Whenever he fell asleep here and there, Lin would be able to wake up and ruin his plan. And he learned that, and he learned that it woken up Lin because of Xijie. So in order to keep Lin happy and not take over his body, Fujie decides to keep her around and stuff like that. So he bought her hotel stocks, and she wants to leave the country, but he's going to keep her here, and he did everything he can. So he becomes the new hotel owner for her hotel, the main shareholder, and she has to work under him under contract. And when she learns that his plan was to target her hotel in the first place anyways, because he was trying to tear down her hotel and build a business department to make like his family happy in a way, she was so unhappy because her father built the hotel from ground up, and he was just going to destroy it immediately. So with her being upset at him, she did not want to be around him anymore, because it's like, you know, I'm so heartbroken, you don't even remember me, now you want to tear down my father's hotel, which is mine, and you lied to me, and you were going to sue me, you bought all the main shareholder stocks and everything. What the hell, what do you want? I'm just going to leave because I don't want to deal with this anymore. So he tries to keep her, and he does whatever he can because he does not want Lin to wake up. And in the meantime of doing that, he himself fell in love with her. And when he goes and confesses his love to her in episode 8, where he thought she was getting married, it was actually her mom, and she was trying on a wedding dress and picking out a wedding dress and stuff like that with her mom. He thought she was going to get married, and he misunderstood that, like, what the hell, you know, I've been around you this whole time, how can you get married without me knowing? And he confesses his feeling, he kissed her, and that woke up Lin and put him to sleep. Technically he didn't fall asleep, but it just locked him away, and Lin took over. And Lin was like, oh my god, I'm finally taking over the body now, you know, yeah, I have full control and everything, and if I go to sleep, he's not going to take over anymore. So Lin tells her that, you know, everything is fine, you know, I got into a car accident a year ago, and then I went into 3 months of treatment, and I woke up and I had amnesia, and she bought it, you know, because like when she dug into Fujin, it actually found out that he was actually missing for 3 months. After literally a year ago, after he left her, he was missing for 3 months. So she realized, like, oh, she started putting things together. She goes, okay, you know, that did happen, that's why he doesn't remember me. So Lin started to take over and enjoy his body, taking full control of everything, and Fujin is now stuck, and he cannot come out. And it's like really frustrating to him because Lin is just ruining everything for him. And he was just like, he didn't care, but he broke through when Xijie was in trouble, and it showed you that Fujie cared more and loved her more than Lin kind of did. He was able to break through out of the dimension and just push Lin out of taking control of his body, and he took control. And now him and Lin, when he looks at the mirror or he's just talking, he can see Lin, so they can see each other whenever they take the bodies or stuff like that. So he's like, Fuji is like, you know, he's like, you can ruin my life, you can ruin my job, you can ruin everything, that my family doesn't like me, but you cannot hurt her because I actually love her. So we learned that Lin is actually not that good of a person anyways, and it's actually Fuji who's a good person. So we learned that in probably like in episode like 10 right there. And so we also learned in the drama that he has a lot of family problems. He doesn't get along with his dad, his uncle, and his uncle is always trying to ruin things for him, and that's why he works so hard and make things just go the way he is so that his family would appreciate him. So that's like the first 10 episodes right there. And honestly, both the character, the main guy and the main girl, they got their own problems. Like, they have a lot of problems. She's really annoying sometimes, and it looks like he can't seem to be able to like explain anything to her because she doesn't listen. She's so spoiled and she's always spending, and she's so stubborn, so he doesn't like she doesn't listen. And he himself, he's also stubborn too, so like it's just crazy between them, and so they don't ever listen to each other. But they always like bigger, they get together, they break up, they get together, they break up, and all that stuff like that. But spoiler towards the ending, he does not get rid of Lin, but he does fully become Fu Jiye, where he's able to control himself, and she learns the truth about his disorder, but she still loves him. The ending was really, really rushed because he was going to end up marrying another lady for, in terms of family alliance and stuff like that, business stuff like that. He was going to do that, but he stopped the wedding and he chose to get rid of Lin. But if it goes through, his doctor cannot guarantee who is actually going to be ultimately taking over the body. If he goes through this treatment and let's say in the process of it he ends up going unconscious and Lin wakes up, they could end up getting rid of him and keeping Lin instead. So she was like, she didn't want to go through with it, but he ended up not going. He was gonna go through with it, but he didn't go through with the treatment, and it just showed everything to Lin, and it just closed Lin forever, where he's just not going to wake up and not going to interfere anymore. So that was that for his disorder and everything. And it was his uncle who has been ruining everything for him and his life, and they just rushed to a wedding, like really quick wedding towards the end, and it was a happy ending for them. But it was an okay drama. Like I said, the drama turned out really good at the beginning, but the moment it hit like episode 8, everything started to downfall, because that's when Lin takes over and everything is just like all over the place. Like Lin just makes a mess, and it's just so frustrating. Everything just ended up being all over the place, and you're just kind of like, you get the idea of what's going on and everything, how everybody is, and you actually understand like who's behind this and who's trying to do this and do that. Like he's just trying to get going well with his family, and his dad is just always on his case, and his dad even tell like his secretary / lawyer to be like, you know, make sure he does not complete this, make sure he does not do this so that he fails. And it's like, what is wrong with you guys trying to want him to fail? Like seriously, you know. So it was really frustrating on his side, and for her, she's just so spoiled and she's just annoying, so it's really frustrating. And then but like when she wants him to like remember me, and she's so hurt and bummed about everything, like she becomes really dumb about it. So it is a really frustrating drama towards like the second half to the ending. But the beginning part, I actually really liked it. That's why I ended up watching it, the first like 10 episodes, and I was hoping it was gonna turn out well and it was a smooth ride, but it wasn't. It was just like rushing everything towards the end. So that was that for this drama called Fall in Love. I mean, it's good, but I mean, you guys are looking for something to watch, you know, this is an okay good drama, so you know, something for you to watch while you're waiting for other dramas to come out. But if you guys do question why he's so skinny, like oh my god, he's too skinny, it's the whole point of his character, that he's suffering that and he doesn't get any sleep because he's so afraid to go to sleep. If he goes to sleep, like what if Lin wakes up? That's like his character Kevin Chow. He lost hella weight for this drama. It looks so bad and unhealthy on him, but he had to for his character. But hopefully, I'm pretty sure this drama was filmed a while ago, so hopefully he already gained some weight and look okay, because he looked fine in Be My Cat. But anyways, that's it for this drama review on Fall in Love. Check it out if you guys have not. But that is it for today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.